Hello everybody, I'm Charlie, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my delicious homemade apple crisp from scratch. My recipe for apple crisp calls for a nice, delicious, and flavorful apple crisp that you're going to love. It is absolutely delicious. Now, this apple crisp is made with a filling which consists of apples, butter, sugar, brown sugar, cinnamon, and spices, and that's what we use to make our filling. Now, for our crumb topping. Now, this crumb topping is delicious. It is made with flour, butter, sugar, brown sugar, and we take that and we make it into a wonderful, delicious, and flavorful dessert. Apple crisp. Doesn't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. And today I'm going to be showing you step by step on how to make this delicious dessert. So, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Okay, this is all what you're going to need to make your apple crisp, and we're going to get started with our ingredients. Okay, you're going to need 6 large Granny Smith apples, and along with that you're going to need 1 lemon, all-purpose flour, unsalted butter at room temperature, regular sugar, brown sugar, and Quaker oats. Now you can either use the old-fashioned or the instant, whichever one works perfectly for this recipe. Okay? Alright. And along with that you're going to need some vanilla extract, cornstarch, ground cinnamon, and allspice. And also for this recipe, optional ingredients, you can either use pecans, almonds, or walnuts. Either one will work perfectly for this recipe. Okay? Alright. And for our tools, to bake it, you're going to need a 9 by 13 inch square pan or a 10 by 13 inch deep dish glass pan. Okay? Alright. And for our additional tools, you're going to need a potato peeler to peel your apples, a pastry blender to make a dough. You cannot make your dough or your crust without this. Okay? And also, you're also going to need an apple core. Now, this is just optional for you to make things a little bit more easier for you. Okay? Alright? But you're going to need this. Okay? Alright. And there we have it. Alright, let's get straight to it. For the making of our crumb topping, we're going to go ahead and add 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup of sugar, 1/3 cup of brown sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to go ahead and mix that in. Alright, now that we got that nice and mixed in, here I have 1/2 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature. We're going to go ahead and add that in there. And we're going to take our pastry blender and we're just going to cut the butter into the flour. Alright, and there you have it. And as you can see, it resembles coarse crumbs and it's not coming together or anything like that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of Quaker oats. And we're going to go ahead and mix that in. Alright, now at this time, this is optional. You're going to go ahead and add 2/3 cup of either chopped walnuts, pecans, or almonds. And we're going to go ahead and mix that in. Alright, now that we got that nice and mixed in, we're going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're going to go ahead and mix that in. Alright, and we are done. So we're going to go ahead and place a lid on this. And we're going to place this into the refrigerator for about 30 to 40 minutes. Now we're going to go ahead and get started with our apples. We're going to go ahead and peel each apple. Alright, now that we got that nice and peeled, now we're going to go ahead and take our apple core and divider, and we're just going to press down. It's that simple. And you can throw your core away. And there you go. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and take each apple slice and we're going to cut it in half. Alright, here I have 1 lemon. We're going to go ahead and take that lemon and chop it in half. And we're going to take it and squeeze it into a bowl with cold water. And we're going to go ahead and mix that in. And we're going to take our apples and we're going to add that right into this bowl here with the water in it. And this will prevent your apples from turning brown. Now I do have another method just in case if you don't want to do this step here. You can take your lemon half and you just squeeze that on top of the apple slices and you just toss that in. And that's it. Simple. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get started with our apple filling. We're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of sugar, 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of allspice, and we're going to go ahead and mix that in. Alright, we're going to now have that nice and mixed in. Now we're going to go ahead and add our apples right on in there. And you're going to go ahead and take your spoon and we're going to mix that in. Now I do want to let you know that when you are mixing your apples will release a lot of juices. Okay? So you're going to stir this for about 5 minutes, okay? And that will give you the apples enough time to release all of their juices, okay? All right, and there we have it. And as you can see, the apples have released a lot of juices. Look at that. All right, now we're going to go ahead and preheat our fire to medium-high heat. Okay, so in a large pot, we're going to go ahead and add 1/2 stick of unsalted butter, and we're going to let this butter melt. All right, now we got that nice and melted. Now we're going to go ahead and add our apples right on in there. And we're going to go ahead and mix that in. All right, now that we got that nice and mixed in, we're going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're going to go ahead and mix that in. And we're going to let this simmer for about 6 minutes. And that'll allow the sauce to thicken. All right, it's been about 6 minutes now. And as you can see, the sauce has a nice, slightly syrupy-like texture to it. And it has thickened. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and turn our fire off. And we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. All right, now we're going to take our apple filling. We're going to add that into our baking dish. I'm going to take a spoon and we're just going to spread the apples around just to make it even. Okay, we're going to remove our crumb topping out of the refrigerator. And we're going to generously sprinkle this crumb topping on top of our apple filling. And you're going to use all of it. So spread it all around as much as possible. All right, now that we got that nice and sprinkled on top, now it's ready to be baked. So we're going to place this into a preheated 350 degree oven. And we're going to bake this for about 35 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer to 35 minutes. All right, time is up. Now we're going to go ahead and remove our apple crisp out of the oven after baking on 350 for about 35 minutes. All right, and there we have it. Now, as you can see along the top, it should be nice and crunchy like texture. We're still not done yet. We're going to get a little bit more brown at the top. So we're going to place this into the broiler part of our oven. And we're going to let that sit in there for about 2 minutes. All right, it's been about 2 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and remove that out of the oven. And look how wonderful that looks. All right, and there we have it. And as you can see, it's a nice golden brown at the top. Looks beautiful. Now we're going to let this cool off for about an hour before serving. All right, guys, and there we have it. Apple crisp, made from scratch. Now it's time to go ahead and take a bite. Excited about this one. It's one of my favorite dishes. All right. Have a little taste here. Lord, I might eat this whole thing in front of your face. This is rolling. You have that crumb topping. It's nice and it's crunchy. Then you have that filling. It's good, 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 good. And there you have it, guys. Homemade apple crisp. Ooh. Now I gotta finish eating. See y'all later. Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like up, subscribe to my channel so you can enjoy all of my delicious recipes cooked right here in my kitchen. If you have any questions or comments, please post them, or you can email me at charliethecookandrews@gmail.com. You can also contact me on Facebook, www.facebook.com/charliethecookandrews. And last but not least, you can also check this recipe along with all of my other recipes at www.charliethecookandrews.webs.com. And until then, take care, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.